Commandant of Flamboyancy. Scott, greetings. Pick. Thirsty Thursday. Yes, drink up. Rich, you're already on Saturday. Congratulations. Ed, hello. Good to see you, Ed. You missed, I've got a call yesterday from the Enterprise used car sales that they've got a high-top transit van that we were supposed to be going to see today. But, Noche. Hello. Greetings to you in the Philippines. Phil Hicks. Hello. Rachel, you can't believe it. Thursday already. This week has flown by. Are you kidding me? It's friggin' February. I can't even believe that. That's what I can't believe. Scott, greetings. Sharon, hello. And so what are you saying here, Scott? You really should start your show exactly like the previous day's show, just to keep you honest. Well, it's hard for me to remember, but I think the shows do begin quite similarly from day to day, because it takes a few minutes for the population of populators to populate the internet. Laura, greetings. You were born in Las Vegas. For you, every day is Liberace Day. Well, that is a good feeling. Oh, I'm wearing my USA hat, and Lady Jerry has just entered the Geriatorium in her New Zealand hat. Come on in. Can you talk? Or you got? It looks like your mouth is full. You got your lippy on. You got your matching sweater and your lippy. That is nice.
Yeah, I'm having a red day. Just getting the heating where I like it, everybody. It's a bit cold. I've been hot and cold and hot and cold.
Hot and cold and hot and cold.
I went surfing today and it was freezing. Oh my God.
It was a bit cold in the water. I didn't check the temperature. It can't be that different from yesterday.
Well, no, because it was grey and overcast, so there was no sun. And then the other thing that happened was there was a bit of wind. And I had gloves and I had booties on. I went, oh, I got cold. And then my surfing went to crap, because if you're cold, you're using all your energy to keep your body hot.
Yeah.
Warm.
Yeah.
Not be cold. You're fighting the cold, and then you don't have enough energy for riding the waves.
Yeah.
Just doing a bit of housework on Lord Jerry.
Good.
There's some lint and shit on him.
Yeah.
What is that?
I should have used my lint and shit brush.
Yeah, exactly. What do they call it? Let's.
Is that lint or shit? Well, it doesn't matter.
Rather than a lint roller, we'll call it lint and shit roller.
This brush can take care of it all.
Yeah. How about that? Oh.
How many miles on the transit van, Scott? Yes. Well, it is this is the problem with it, and I did speak to a friend of mine who is a dealer, a Ford dealer. It has 45,000 miles, and they want $35,000 for it. A new one is 43,000. So it's not. They're at such a premium right now the prices are outrageous. So I feel like this is probably a thing that's not going to happen. But I do want us to go if it even shows up. They're in such a demand that he may have told me that it's going to come in, and someone else could have bought it before he even got it. Bought it.
Nicely done.
Lady Jerry.
I don't know the
As
moustache.
I struggle to enable your dreams, it's not a good idea to make fun of my disabilities.
Well, I might be over here struggling to enable your dreams, and thinking.
Yes, no, I know. We're working together. We're working together to make our futures.
Well, we are.
As
we
bright
really
as
want
possible.
to get the van. I hope someone hasn't got the van already. I find that the combination of that hat and your moustache.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about it either, but I realized that I've worn this black sweater a number of days, and so I want to be able to look at the feed on Facebook and YouTube and be able to go, oh, that was that day and that was that day.
I know who the hell it is.
None of them all look the same.
Oh, who owns that? Oh, I own that.
Today's Liberace Day. Rich is saying, I wish my brother George was here. Yes, Rich, I get that joke. Thank you for doing that.
Do I get it? No.
No, that was a thing that Liberace used to say. I wish my brother George was here to see this.
Oh, well, you had to say, pity the fool who messes with, because I didn't even remember that was Mr. T. Is it? And he's copy, that is copy written. That's copywritten, that saying. Oh.
You better believe it's copywritten. I pity the fool that tries to say I pity the fool without trying to pay me for saying I pity the fool. What did you say? I said I pity the fool. Well, that's not okay. Well, I'm you. Well, you're me. Oh, so that's a problem. That's
Wow, I could hardly keep up with that role play, Mr. T role play. What about you guys?
You can imagine what kind of fun goes on in here.
I mean, my God, when you're in here on your own, Mr. T could be having a fight with that bowling pin over there. So he was on Conan, and he was saying to Conan, like, if you said it, because Conan said, so if I said it, you'd be suing me. And Mr. T was like, no, we're friends. I would call you up, and I'd be like, hey, Conan. You know, and he would actually, you know, or they were talking about how they call each other, hey T, hey C, because they don't say Mr. T, which once you're friends, you're just allowed to call him T. Anyway, it was a cute little moment where he was very reasonable and saying, no, if we were friends, I would call you up. So then I'm
not too worried about Mr. T coming down on me in this purpose, because I'm also promoting and publicizing Mr. T.
Yeah, and I just put it in a video, but I'm not making any money on it. Because it's really, if it's someone who uses it in a commercial for commercial gain. I mean, when I go on, you know, Google Images, I mean, I'm not making money out of using your image, except I don't use Getty ones, because I know the Gettys, they come after you if you use one of their images.
Ed says he was at the dog park today and a big RV came up that was towing a Mercedes Sprinter. So that's
wow.
That's a camper towing a camper. We like to take the small camper along when we're going big camper camping.
That's crazy. I mean, it must have been one of the smaller Mercedes Sprinters, because there are the two sizes right there. There's the one that's got the high top, and then is it just a high top, low top, or is their lengths different as well? I don't want to hold my ginger tea.
That is very hot. It's getting hot in here that you turned on the heat.
Oh, I'm loving it.
Turn it off?
No,
oh, you're loving it.
I'm so happy. I'm a hothouse flower.
The Jerry's are at two different temperatures right now. Let's take your temperature.
Yeah, take my temperature and see where I'm at.
90. That can't be right. 96.9?
No, I'd be dying
if
it was that.
That's outrageous. Now it says 96.2. What's it say I am?
It says that you're 97.8. Do me again. I think the thing is, see this, I'm cold.
98.7. There we go.
Oh, one
more
than
going.
you. Yeah. It's this, what do you guys think? Do you think we should, do we need to get a new thermometer? Don't ask Mr. Predicto.
No, I'm not going to.
That thermometer, as you viewers, you friends at home can tell, or anyone who's at work having a sneaky view, is a piece of shit. It does not work.
There's a lot, but I'd like to keep focused on campers and not talk about thermometers so much. So there's a lot of people talking about get a box truck. Gary's suggesting get a box truck to convert it into a camper. The problem with box trucks and some of those other like school buses is where you got to go to get those repaired, and then also are they allowed in some campgrounds? It can be a little problematic. So I think
ambulance. A lot of people are into the idea of the
converted ambulance. Yeah, well, they've got a lot of little crannies and doors and things.
And apparently they're a good price, and that would be fun. I could do some CPR on you. You know, we could tell them, just leave the equipment in. I want to do CPR. I want to. What else could I do to you? I want to defibrillate you every now and then. If you're making me mad, I'm going to defibrillate you.
Yeah.
What else? We'd like a really good thermometer, because our one sucks. So if you could leave a good thermometer in the ambulance, that would be good.
Yeah.
What else do we want?
We need a good thermometer. We need a pulse oximeter.
And I want a good stethoscope. I'd like to listen to your heart.
I think we're both no thank you on the anal probe.
Oh, they don't have one of those in an ambulance. That's only if you're in a space aliens ambulance, and they're going to be giving you the anal probe.
Yeah.
Okay, it is getting a bit hot.
Scott's got a 12-passenger transit, so he's got the passenger van, and that's what I was hoping that they were going to have. So this was kind of a surprise, because I thought they would be out of the high tops. But anyway, we've already got that. Pick says, Mom and I did a Zoom call with her cousin and her daughter Tuesday, and you all wore special hats. Well, you have to, Pick. Now you know. The hat can make the outfit, and they can't see your shoes on Zoom.
No, but they can see your hat, so yeah, you want to wear a good hat. We did a Zoom call with my family in New Zealand the other day. There were a lot of people on it, and we had two little unicorns, and I would have liked to have heard a bit more from the unicorns. One is nearly 4, should be 4 in April, and the other one is 5, going to be 6 in September.
But they weren't really unicorn hats, though. They were like those fastener hair.
They were headbands that had stuff on them, and then they had the unicorn horn. But I thought they looked quite. One of them, I said, "Is that a candle on your head?" I'm a very bad aunt. I actually thought they looked a little phallic, the unicorns.
Was that a penis on your head?
I didn't.
Oh, you can't really ask a toddler that question.
You can't ask a 3-year-old if you've got a dick on your head. It's just, it doesn't go over well.
Well, it's in the big book of don't, everyone.
Yeah, and then everyone thinks you're a jerk. But that's the kind of thing that, in 10 years' time, I just will be asking everyone, is that a dick on your head? Or maybe 20
Is
years
that a
time.
dick on your head? No. That brooch looks a bit like a vagina.
No, everything's going to be a dick. I'm
Oh.
not going to. Yeah, I'm just. Is that a
Yeah.
dick? Is it?
In the future.
Yeah. No, yeah. Ask Mr. Predictor if I really am going to ask that question all the time. Is Lady Jerry going to be asking? Will she be asking young people on the street? Is that a dick on your head? Answer. The answer is probably everything points to yes. I'm really hoping though I don't go Alzheimer's route like my dad. I don't want to go
Oh my
bonkers.
God! Listen to Bob. Bob is saying his mother turned 89 yesterday and played the accordion on their on the Zoom call.
Oh,
Now,
wow!
I would
nice.
love it if we could get Fanula to play the flute or even the guitar on a Zoom call or sing a song.
Yeah. Yes, that would be nice.
So we've got a pizza. We've got a plan to go have some sidewalk pizza tonight. What are you reading?
Michael Richard is saying maybe you could test the thermometer on a roast chicken for a control. Well, nice. Yeah, we're having an out. Well, we're not. Let's not talk about the dinner because it's a surprise. for
Oh
the
yeah,
person.
it's a surprise. Yes, Dave, you're right. It is the worst buyer's market for campers and vans and things like that. So you got to have to think a little bit outside of the box in terms of. That's why I was thinking of the passenger van. Anyway, I think I know what I want to do. It's just Lady Jerry and I have to have a little bit of a conversation about it. Would you like a question?
Yeah,
from
just a little bit of a conversation because we have to get on this. I'm now on a different page than the page you
I've
used
gotta-
to be on the page that I'm on, but I'm a couple of pages behind. So Lord Jerry has got to catch Lady
I'm
Jerry
going to
up.
bring you up to speed.
Yeah, with where he's
And
at.
no, that's not going to happen on the show.
Yeah, well, we don't want to have a
Sometimes the bringing it up to speed process can be a little
bumpy.
bumpy.
God, last night you were giving me a critique of how I am as a wife. You were kind of mad at me, and you were
I
doing it with
was
Fanula's
not
door
doing-
open.
I was not
and I just
doing
have
that.
to. If you want to tell me how,
Do
what?
you really want to have this conversation now on the show? I don't think you do.
No, I don't. But I
Yeah,
don't
I
want you to
don't
have
either.
it with Fanula with her door. I prefer just you and I to have it if we're giving the other person a critique. I don't need a third party being able to hear.
Well, you did
So-
close her door.
I did walk. Yeah, but are you kidding? Then she would have been ears would have really pricked up.
Oh,
to,
I tell her all the terrible crap you do.
Yeah, Jake's always yeah. Lord Jerry, make sure.
And she goes,
that
I know, right?
Yeah, what? Yeah, Mum, what a pain.
Yeah.
I mean, she is. I'm definitely the identified, problem. I'm the identified patient in the family.
Yeah. Would you like a question from the question box?
No, I'd like to ask you the question, so hand it over. Because when you're down, what makes you feel better?
When you chill the F out.
Not gonna happen anytime soon. Not in the mood to chill.
When
the
I'm
F
down,
out.
what makes me feel
Yeah,
better
what is it? What is it?
It's a nice bacon and egg pie. That's what I like. It's a nice bacon and egg pie.
I think we might have a bacon and egg pie, the ingredients, in our house. Yes,
Yeah.
we
Well,
do.
then I have to also say, that this dip in the ocean has really cheered me up when I'm down. It's snapped me out of it. It's so damn cold that it snaps me out of it. And it is amazing. I was just thinking today, it's amazing how often I go down there and I really think that when I get out, I'm not going to feel better. And it's literally 100% of the time.
You feel better?
I feel better when I get out than when I went in. But
That's pretty good odds. I mean,
yeah,
that's
it's super good. But I've been doing this since Halloween, and I still have, I don't know what percent, but a significant amount, one, 2 days a week where I'm walking down there thinking, oh God, it's cold. This is going to be weird. And I have to kind of jack myself up and reconvince myself, look, it's the same temperature it was yesterday. It doesn't matter that the air is colder today than it was yesterday. The water's the same temperature. Once I get in there, I'm going to be fine. And I am. How about a vegan bacon and egg pie? Rich.
How do I look with a bit of a
That is
beard?
wrong. We're not going to do that.
Look, there's me with a chin strap.
There's no vegan bacon and egg pie. Yeah,
No,
it's luckily
yeah.
you're sort of a sexy Abraham Lincoln.
That's what I was going for. Because this is my Abraham Lincoln hair.
Yeah, well, that's a bit of a combination of Daniel Boone and Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
With
What
lipstick.
about Daniel Day-Lewis?
It's a transgender.
Yeah.
Transgender Daniel Boone, Abraham Lincoln.
I have to say, guys, it's really wild how much I love this possum skin hat. Because I don't like possums, but I really love this hat. You could not make a vegan bacon and egg pie because it's got cheese in it, it's got eggs in it, it's got bacon in it, it's got pastry which has some animal something or other. Yeah, there's no way you could do a vegan one. It would suck.
And it would be ridiculous.
Are you a vegan?
If someone no, he's making a joke.
Yeah.
If someone suggested a vegan and bacon and egg pie in sincerity, I would just say, look, everyone is not for everyone. And I am not for you. So Scott's saying he may be repeating himself, but the thought for mothers and daughters is that from his experience, you'll eventually be friends again. Well, you guys are pretty good friends now, I think. So
yeah, we do have some laughs. I mean, today I went into her. She gets really annoyed because I go in and do things to try and be helpful, and she just thinks that's super annoying. I mean, she's in there right now doing Zoom school with all the windows closed and the blinds down. I mean, yuck.
But last night she was in there and it was cold and she had the window open and I said, can I close the window? She goes, no, I'll close it when I go to bed. So just let her do it.
I know.
Let a kid be a kid. Let a teenager be a teenager.
Yeah, well, we're going, we won't be here tonight, so she can party down with her big bad self. She can
I'm going to open the windows. I'm going to close the windows. I'm going to turn the heat on.
Yeah.
I'm going to poop in your toilet.
Yeah, I'm going to take the bunny outside. I'm not doing anything with the bunny.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah. It is funny, that thing. Yeah, because I was not.
What is funny? You're staring kind of off into space.
Well, no, I'm
recollecting something.
I'm thinking about you talking about how you feel, and how you feel sometimes before you get in the water, and then you will always feel better when you get out. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about me. I was, and then I decided no. Not interested in that subject.
It is your favorite subject.
It is. Oh, well, usually, yeah.
It's usually well, if you're inviting Lady Jerry to do an after-dinner speech for your organization, you can bet it's going to include some personal experiences, and some of them you may have already heard. But from my experience,
there's always a new one thrown in.
Even when you're hearing a story that you've heard before, she brings a kind of a freshness to it, presentationally, that makes the retelling entertaining. And often some of the minor details will shift a little bit to make the story slightly more entertaining to your certain group. And some people might call that exaggerating, or dare I say lying. But but that's not what's going on. Yeah.
I had a friend once who was such an embellisher when she was telling stories, that it actually made me uncomfortable, particularly if it was a story that we'd both been in, and then in the retelling of it. And she's not alive anymore, so R.I.P. But liar,
dead liar, dead liar.
But it was sort of an odd thing because, I was like, well, you're sort of, not quite telling the truth. And she said, well, you do it. And I was like, I don't think I do it to the extent that you do it. If we borrowed $100 from those French guys to, it wasn't $1,500 that they gave us. It was, like 150 or 200. Anyway.
You're saying that closed blinds and locked doors is all part of life for teenagers. Pick is saying she's the only one that thinks that I look like one of the Beastie Boys in this outfit. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I'd be one of the Beastie Men, I think, at this age.
We should watch. Isn't there a documentary about the Beastie Boys?
There is. I'm glad you asked. I thought you'd never ask, Lady Jerry. There is a documentary about the Beastie Boys, and I believe it's on Apple Plus.
And we should
television.
watch it.
Yes, oh, quite right. When we finish watching The Dig, which we started watching last night, which stars Ray Fiennes. Ray Fiennes.
He's very good in it.
He is good, but he looks a little bit long in the tooth.
Well, they've given him a terrible haircut.
Yeah.
And he's, and then there's the lovely Carey Mulligan. He's very good in it. He's sort of, you kind of ache for him a little bit because he's a...
Here, Dave has just solved our camper problem with this rooftop tent.
Who's that?
That's Siri.
Shut
She's
up.
Listening in all the time.
Yes, tell Siri to don't have her on.
I don't have her on. So he likes this. He's even got it on top of a Subaru.
No, yes, it is a Subaru.
Well, anyway.
Yeah. I'm not that I'm Mary quite contrary, but it just for a minute I thought, is that the Subaru logo or the Toyota logo?
Ohm is saying I need a cigar and a bourgeois French accent. Well, this is actually a cap that was made for the United States Olympic team. And by Roots, a Canadian company. A Canadian company made our USA branded Olympic
And that
team
was
hat.
years ago, that hat, I remember you got. Yeah.
This is...
And it was it a Winter Olympics one, or a...
I'm looking to see
Was
if
that
the
when
year
Fanula
might
was a
be on
baby?
here. This would be years ago. My friend Jeb got it for me. Made in Canada. Made in Canada.
Well,
100% polyester, which means it's warm in the summer and warm in the winter.
Yeah, there's no
Yes.
insulation with that thing. So when Fanula was born, remember it was the Summer Olympics, and we watched those with my mum.
I remember it well. She was born in the summer, and so that's the reason we celebrate her birthday every summer. And it was the day before my birthday, as I recall, which is the way it is every year, isn't it? It's the day before my birthday. Isn't your birthday somewhere around there? Oh, Lady Jerry. It's good to reminisce with you. We have so many years of experience in common. Ed says he's watching
my
Killing
goodness.
Eve. I know you watched that, but I haven't seen it yet.
The first season is so good of Killing Eve. It's really fun. I liked it.
And they've been watching Veep. Figured it was safe to wade back through those waters. I'd like to watch Veep. We started watching it and then we gave up, but I think we might revisit
Yeah, we could
Veep.
revisit Veep. We could definitely do that. I mean, I'm loving the current Veep, and I'm loving, oh my God, all the stuff that's happening. I mean, every day it just kind of, there's some good news. Well, also it's the timing. Biden's he's come in with good timing because, the auto industry are all saying they're going to go electric. They're making electric. They're making the pivot.
So I called my friend and he was telling me, he's also from Iowa, my car friend, the truck friend that I called about the van. And he was telling me he made a bet with someone, a friend of his back in Iowa, for $1,000. This guy said it was positive. And this is a guy, he's an entrepreneur, has his own business, payroll of many people. He's not a dumb guy. Bet my friend $1,000 that Trump would still be in office. And this was in January. They made this bet that it was going to happen. He was so positive it was going to happen. And he did pay out. He was good on his bet. But he just literally could not believe that what he thought was a done deal was that Trump was going to be back in didn't happen. So
He thought on January 6th they were going to take the Capitol and
no.
reinstate.
He thought there would be some kind of coup or papers would be signed and that Joe Biden would be revealed, Grandpa Jr. would be revealed to be an alien or a saboteur or
a lizard people, like some
robot.
of those other
He
Democrats.
could be a robot. When you think about it, Joe Biden could be a robot. No one lives that long. What is he, 84? Well, yes, I suppose your grandma.
My grandma is okay, Ed. Today's one was
Little
about
summary on you got it.
Yes,
you got
yeah.
Summary
Thank
of
you.
your appearance on KGO today, and that's available on the internet at KGO.
810. Yeah, they do redo it as a podcast, so you can go back and you can listen. Today we talked about biodiversity, Ed, because there was this amazing review that came out on Tuesday. Thanks, Jerry. It needs a fart.
I thought you were going to say biogas.
You did not.
No.
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah, well, I know. Obviously. Yeah. That's so. Anyway, this really important review came out by this guy Partha Dasgupta. I hope I'm saying his name right, and it was commissioned by the UK Treasury. How much is nature worth to us? Because we really undervalue nature.
Nature is everything. Our
Yeah,
environment.
but
is
the
everything.
way we use it, it's
Oh
as
God,
if we
the
were going.
internet is slow. Stop the restart stream. You're flitching. But anyway, it's our most precious research.
Resource.
Yep.
Not research. But the way I
Yes, of
describe
course,
it, the way
research,
we
not resource.
rapaciously
Resource,
use,
not research.
Yeah, resources. It's like, when you get that free shopping cart, you've won the thing and you're allowed to go into the supermarket. And so you run around and you grab everything you can off the shelves, the most expensive stuff first, down to the, the crappy stuff. And it's like we're all doing that out in the world. And eventually the the aisles and the shelves will be bare because, 2 packets of Oreos obviously, can't get together and have sex and make another packet of Oreos, but we're not actually giving species. I'm saying that in the natural world,
Jesus, Jerry, you're all over the place. So let me just explain it in layman's terms. 2 packs of Oreos can't have sex and make another pack of Oreos. There's got to be a man involved with an Oreo machine.
Yeah, right. So out in nature, what happens is we're using resources. We're doing it like we're in a supermarket and it's a free-for-all because we're not allowing species enough time to actually, reproduce before we're, fishing them out of the water. So that's why we're, running out of bluefin tuna, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, there's also this amazing conservation program in the US called the National Estuaries Program, and it's been going since '87. It gets bipartisan support in the Senate. They just doubled the funding from $25 million a year to $50 million. And the thing that's really amazing about this, and you will appreciate this, Ed, for every dollar invested in an estuary, you get $22 worth of returns. So
forget about GameStop. Buy estuaries. Oh my God.
Exactly. So but they're really important because all coastal ecosystems protect us from storm
estuaries,
surges, sea level rise.
estrogen, they're super important.
Oh yes,
when you slap on that estrogen patch, oh my God!
The next time you're giving me a critique, what a bad wife I'm missing is just slap an estrogen patch right over your gob.
It's like a fireworks show of happiness, ladies and gentlemen.
It is not.
No, I know. I wanted to say fireworks show of happiness.
Yes. Well, I'd like to have a fireworks show of happiness.
So, a couple of entertainment suggestions. Keys is saying City on a Hill with Kevin Bacon. That sounds... I like Kevin Bacon. Mm-hmm. And Vinyl on HBO Max. So, there you go.
Okay.
So there's some internet problems, but I don't know where Jen is picked, but she sometimes is a little bit late. She'll watch later on. We'll see her tomorrow, I'm sure.
Oh, Pretend It's a City. That's the one with what's her name and what's his name? Martin Scorsese and then Fran Lebowitz. Talking about New York and how she doesn't text or anything.
No, why would you text?
Yeah, why would you text when you can go old school?
I'd like... Abraham Lincoln! I remember. I voted for you.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you did.
Fran Lebowitz is
I'm
old.
glad you did.
I voted for you.
Yeah, you should have.
That's not nice.
Anyway, I didn't do a very good paraphrasing of what I talked about on the show today, but it was basically that it's cheaper to conserve ecosystems than it is to try and restore them once you've trashed them. So, and then Biden came in, and it's 30 by 30. It protects 30% of American land and waterways, which includes the ocean, by the year 2030. So that's in 10 years' time.
Okay, well, tomorrow...
So that's some conservation for you. Okay,
we'll be
back to you.
We'll be back tomorrow with
the... I'm gonna back to you. Back to you, Jer. Back to you, Lord Jerry.
Okay.
Lord Jerry.
Can you shut it for a second?
This is how I like to kiss him right now. I like to put a moustache guard on, and then I can give him a kiss, because otherwise it's a little bit bristly.
Okay. So, it's time to seize the day. So, tomorrow we're going to have Lady Jerry's Super Bowl pick. And
no, I'm not going to be here because I've got ladies coming over.
Well, I'm
going to beach walk.
I'm going to ask Lady Jerry for a Super Bowl pick, and then
who's playing,
and all of her picks for the UFC fights coming up on Saturday. So look forward to that tomorrow, and also some more band talk, and then I can tell you what I really want to do because Lady Jerry won't be. But now it's time for Seize the Day.
Dave says the marriage is at 11.
How do you feel? I feel like it's pretty good right now.
It is pretty good. Yeah, I'm enjoying you.
I'm loving you. I'm loving you.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you one thing. The fun meter's at the max. Here we go. Today's Seize the Day.
Let me hear it.
It's not attributed.
Oh.
It's not attributed.
It's an anonymous one.
Today's anonymous.
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 Anonymity.
I think you're going to like this.
Enemy. I'm a sea anemone. See, when you touch me, my fur's all going to go.
Yeah, your tentacles.
Yeah. Hello.
Are you an animal or a vegetable? It's not a trick question.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at you like you fucking know.
I do know.
You know what I am.
I've reproduced.
Yeah. What are you?
And I know what I am.
What are you?
I know what I am.
Yeah. What are you?
Life is short.
Yep.
Smile while you still have teeth. All right?
Oh, I'm always going to have teeth.
Yeah, and even if you don't, smile anyway.
Yeah, all the better
That's
to
their
bite you
problem.
with.
That's
All
their
the
problem.
better to bite you. Oh, you want me not to interrupt you?
I want you, when I'm talking, to maybe sometimes stop talking and not always have me to be the one who stops. God.
All right.
All
Okay,
right.
your turn. You go.
Okay.
Say it again.
Tbilisi, Georgia is nice this time
Oh,
of year.
no. Look what I did.
Did that just a piece of the possum's tail come off?
Oh, because I'm always kind of fiddling with this end
Oh, you're
bit.
worrying the tail and the tail.
And I just took off the little...
This
and
is
now
a
it's shorter.
Precautionary tail.
God.
This is a precautionary
Tail about a tail.
for all the possums out there. If you
God.
play with that tail, a little bit of it's going to fall off.
Well, I could do a little moustache, but we
Yeah.
know what that looks like.
Oh, the possum Hitler. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the happy half hour.
Doesn't suit me.
Yeah.
It's really hard to hold it in place.
We'll see you guys tomorrow for the happy half hour. Don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. I think my sister Stu will be here tomorrow, and she's got some interesting chatter for the Chatter Chat Show. So see you Friday. Hang in there. Nice, Charlie Chaplin. Let's go with Possum Charlie Chaplin.
Okay, let me get it on.
All right.